Well, hello there, good times. With Sky here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And we are high above Scarland, taking a look at our new project. Today we're starting the tree farm, and you can see it in front of you, kind of laid out there, kind of getting some baseline of how things are kind of going to line up and things of that nature. As you can see, there's some dirt blocks and some gravel and some different things lining up down there, and that's going to be our next project. So it's going to be a giant glass cube, and in the center there's going to be a custom built overgrown tree, which will be the spooky thunder, which will be where we'll store our woods and saplings and things of that nature. So let's get started. We'll jump down there, get some supplies, and we're going to start building some of the trails and paths that'll make up the... I need a name for it. Don't have a name yet. I can't call it the glass cube or desert cube because that's already taken. Way out in the distance, I don't know if you can see it, but that's where all my cats live. Maybe at the end of the video we'll jump over there and see them all. But let's get this video going. Alright, it's a little rainy, but I think we can make it. I think we've got our rain clothes on. So let's jump over here and check out where... This is where I've been gathering resources for the last couple of weeks, so I've kind of a makeshift work area over here. Kind of cool. Got the whole 9 yards up here. You can look in the boxes, and I've been gathering a lot of resources. You can see these giant sand pits where I've just like obliterated the mountain trying to get the stuff we need, which I haven't had a lot of things to do. So I've just been gathering a lot of resources for this project. So let's get some gravel loaded up here. Okay, so we need gravel and we will need some dirt, I believe. Well, I don't know if we'll need a ton of dirt. We'll just get a little bit here. And let's see, what else do we need? I think that's it for now. So let's go over here and start lining this stuff up. So each one of these represents where a tree is going to go. And if you remember, so there's going to be this section, there's going to be one over there. So there'll be 4 sections for, I believe there's 4 trees. What is it? The oak tree, the birch, pine, and the jungle-ish tree. I believe that's it. Okay, so we're going to have a nice path coming out this way. And this will be the main entrance coming into the tree farm building, glass cube. And this will be kind of a decorative shrub, I believe, will go across here. And then we'll have the minecart track going up the middle here, leading to what'll in the future we'll have a giant, amazing, awesome tree in the middle. And I've got a couple questions for you guys because I want you guys to be a part of the construction. And do you think the tree that we're going to build in the middle, so we're going to have to build this one, should it be inside the glass cube or should it stick out? So we would have a glass cube and the top of the tree we're going to build there would stick out of the roof and go way above the building, so it's not inside the glass cube. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Because that's what I've been kind of debating. Should it be contained within the cube or should it go outside of it? And at the top, I think that's where I'm going to build an additional house. And I think near the bottom, kind of in the cellar, is where we're going to store all the saplings and the wood that we harvest from the farm. Now, the farm's not going to be the most, how should I say? It's not going to be the most efficient. It's more going for style. I need a place to get resources without... ruining any of my forest areas that I put a lot of work into, growing and stuff. But also I go for more style than function sometimes, so the building might not be the most efficient. There might be more economic ways of growing the trees, but I'm going to go for more style. That's what I like to do with my videos. Alright, so we almost got the main path done here. So let's see here, we'll finish this up and then we will take a look at this. So this is going to be the center of the tree, looking straight up. That block up there, I don't know if you can see it, that block represents the highest the jungle tree can grow if I made a 4 tree, you know, where you take the 4 saplings and hit it with a piece of the bone meal. Alright, so we're going to stop here for a second and take a look at what we're doing here. Make sure we're lining everything up. Yep, I think this looks good. We might be able to do another row of, I believe they call them the oak trees, or just your standard tree here. Yeah, I think this looks good. So we're not doing anything amazing in this video yet. We're just kind of laying the groundwork. So you can come back to this episode in the future and say, wow, look at that. I remember when that was just a pile of sand, dirt, and Scar was just ranting, raving in the rain. Okay, there we go. Now I'm sorry I wanted to get this video out to you guys a little sooner, but I had to take a trip to the emergency room again. It's the 4th time in the last 2 months, because the fusion nurse who takes care of my pick line, which I talked about in a recent video, it was kind of leaking out green, and you know, that's not the best thing when the thing's supposed to be completely sterile, and the end of the catheter that the pick line is, which I get my nutrition from, and it was oozing some green stuff, and that was not good. So I had to go to the emergency room to make sure it wasn't infected, because if it is, you can get an infection in your heart, and that's not a good thing. So I apologize. I wanted to get this video out a little sooner, but that's where I've been. And now let's take a look here at our placement. So we have these things, I believe, 4 apart. So let's see if we can do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we can do it. So we can do another row of the I'm just going to call it the standard tree, the standard Minecraft tree, because I don't actually know what its actual name is. There we go. Okay, I think that's starting to look very nice. So I'm going to pause the video real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back here. I put down a little pathway going that way, so we've got that all laid out. Now we're going to do one in between the trees. So another pathway will lead this way. And I like doing it in gravel. I think this is how I did the greenhouses. So all the pathways within the greenhouses are all gravel. It's actually a real thing. Actually, greenhouses do all have gravel pathways. It helps with humidity and drainage and things like that. So I thought I'd, you know, bring that to Minecraft, of course. So we're going to do another pathway through here. And then the center path between the trees here is just going to be one single block of sand. So, or I mean gravel. So let me just, whoops. Let me just put that there. Like that. And there we go. Like that. And we're out of gravel. So let's jump back over to our workstation area. Get ourselves some more gravel. Now this place is pretty sweet. You know, I've got a little nice little mine going on down there, and you know, a little house here made out of a mushroom. Okay, it's a good thing I spent so much time getting gravel, because we are gonna use a lot of gravel. Now I'd love it to stop raining for about 5 minutes. Finish out this video. All right, there we go. Let's finish this up. There we go, almost across. And boy, like I was saying earlier, I had to go to the emergency room. You see just the weirdest people. It's just the strangest place. It's probably one of the more strange places in the world, is emergency rooms. I could tell you guys some of the weirdest stories someday if you guys ever want to hear the things you see in there. It's a very strange place. And you know, a lot of the doctors or nurses or things like that, they've all got a lot of, not all of them, but they all have like this deranged look half the time from just being like abused and just the things that they've seen. It's just a strange place. Usually, this is what my dad said, and I noticed it myself, is you look at the people in the waiting room, and the women are usually very, like, they're kind of hunched over and crying, and, you know, if they're in pain or something like that. And that's how they kind of deal with it. They're always kind of slumped over. the men become very abusive. They yell at everyone. Everybody's in their way, and it's just a very strange thing. You see, like the women, usually they're kind of slumped over, crying, kind of just minding their own business most of the time. But men, they're very abusive, especially to nurses and people they're with. They're always just yelling at everyone. I've seen so many people get like chased out of the place by the security. It's just such a strange place, and I hate having to go there. I've gone 4 times since Christmas, and it's not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Alright, so let's take a little recap, see what we've got here. I think this is starting to look pretty good. I believe we might be going into super fast build mode. Alright, so you can get a little look here and see we've completed quite a bit since super fast build mode was engaged. And we're just finishing off the last section of our pathways in between the trees. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do in the middle. So I could actually leave that tree like that and have this space right here in case the tree, grew up a little bit taller. But I think that's some stuff we'll have to work on, kind of a trial and error, kind of to figure out how the tree should go. Should it go a block under the ground? So if it's a little bit taller, I'll be able to still cut it down without having to jump. Just some things to think about. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we are just winding down here, and I think this is a great start for the project. So I'm going to jump back up to the top of these trees up here to get a look from above. So I'll be right back. All right, we're way back up here again, taking a look at what we completed. So we got one of our squares built and ready to go for planting. The next we'll finish these 2 or these 3 over here, and then we'll start the glass cube, which will take quite a bit of work, but it'll be quite a little fun project. And remember to, guys, let me know in the comment section if the tree that we're going to build in the center should go out of the cube or stay within the cube. So I need to figure that out. And guys, I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, and we'll see you later.